Dear friends, I Dr. Shamsher Singh welcome you all to my YouTube channel Pharma Learning, SSB Pharma Learning. So today I am going to discuss with you about the next GPAT series part 20, in which I will discuss a number of new tricks as well as some basic questions with you so that you can prepare your GPAT exam. So going to first trick, antibiotics contraindicated in pregnancy, that you can remember cat walk km kilometers. So you can remember cat, C indicate chloramphenicol, A indicate aminoglycosides, T indicate tetracycline, K indicate kanamycin, and M indicate metronidazole. So this is a short trick that cat walk a kilometers. So you can remember that chloramphenicol is responsible for, you can say, various adverse effect in the fetus, and aminoglycoside autotoxicity, tetracycline bone associated problems, kanamycin again hearing loss, and metronidazole that produce some disturbances in the neuro as well as GIT tracts. So this is a short trick which you can remember for your GPAT. The first question is, glucocorticoids have not been proved to be effective in the treatment of. The options are acute lymphocytic leukemia, Addison disease, asthma, and osteoporosis. So you can choose the right option for this question. The right option you can comment in the box. The right option is osteoporosis. So glucocorticoid have not been proved to be effective in the osteoporosis, because you know that glucocorticoid itself cause osteoporosis because they reduce the mineral depositions in the bone as well as interfere with the calcium absorption. So that's why this is the right answer for this question. The next question in the SSB Pharma Learning channel is, drugs producing allergic reaction generally act as, the options are complete antigen, haptens, antibiotics, antibodies, and mediators. You can choose the right option for this question, that which type of drug can produce allergic reactions. The right answer is haptens. So you know that haptens are the allergens. So haptens are the molecules, the proteins which are responsible for the immune system activation. So they increase the activation of T cells and later on B cells in the body, and those drugs which increase the level of haptens, they become allergic. So that's why this is a right option for this question. The next question is, thyroid inhibitors which produce the fastest response is, the options are radioactive iodine, Lugol iodine, propyl thiouracil, and lithium carbonate. You choose the right answer for this, that which is a fastest response producing thyroid inhibitor. The options is Lugol iodine. So this Lugol iodine is more active and used in thyrotoxicosis. It means whenever there is a grave disease like condition, excessive there is a formation of thyroid hormones T3 and T4. So basically T3 is excessively formed. Whenever the level of T3 is increased in the body, this can be due to Graves' disease and responsible for thyrotoxicosis, and Lugol iodine is beneficial in that condition. So and it is acting as a fastest, but used in the acute conditions, not chronic conditions. So this Lugol iodine is the right answer for this question. The next question is, select the drug which tend to reverse insulin resistance by increasing cellular glucose transporters. The options are glibenclamide, troglitazone, acarbose, and prednisolone. You choose the right option for this question. The right option for this question is troglitazone. So troglitazone, which is a DPP4 inhibitor, dipeptidyl peptidase 4 inhibitor, which is a newly discovered drug, and it is useful in case of diabetes as well as hyperlipidemia associated diabetes. You know that this drug is having a additional effect, that it reduce the lipid level in the body, that is a LDL and VLDL. And on the second side, this drug reduce the insulin resistance in the body. Likely the second option for this is metformin. Metformin also reduce the insulin resistance in the body. So that's why the drug is a for the type 2 diabetes mellitus, and this is a right option for this question. The next question is blood level of which clotting factor decline most rapidly after initiation of warfarin therapy? So the options are factor 7, factor 9, factor 10, prothrombin. You choose the right answer, that warfarin therapy reduce which factor. So the right answer you can comment in the box. The right answer is factor 7. So this factor 7, which is a, you can say, vitamin K dependent factor. So you know that there are some factors like factor 2, factor 7, factor 9, and factor 10. These are the 4 factors which are blood clotting factors. Their formation depends upon the concentration of vitamin K, which is a fat soluble vitamin. So factor 7 level is decline in case of whenever you will go for the warfarin therapy. So the next trick, new trick for this GPAT series in the SSB Pharma Learning channel is rapid. So for the rapid, propofol general anesthetic can be remembered by this term rapid. Rapid mean R indicate rapid recovery, A indicate anti-emetic, T indicates safe use in pregnancy, I indicate most preferable IV anesthetic, and D indicate depressed breathing. So excessive dose of this anesthetic alter or reduce the breathing rate or sometimes depress CNS also. So that's why this can be remembered with the name of rapid. So the next question for the GPAT series is, severe cases of bleeding due to fibrinolytic agents are treated with aspirin. Options is aspirin, heparin, ECA, epsilon aminocaproic acid, and vitamin K. You choose the right option for this question. The right answer for this question is ECA, epsilon aminocaproic acid. So this aminocaproic acid, which is very useful in case whenever you know that the patient can suffer from the bleeding with the high dose or excessive dose of fibrinolytic agent, and this aminocaproic acid on the other side reduce the degradation of clotting factor. The clotting factor degradation time is reduced, and on the second side it form a complex whereby it stabilize the number of clotting factor and increase the, you can say, clotting. So that means bleeding time is reduced with this particular agent. The next question is, following is an excitatory amino acid receptor antagonist. The options are phencyclidine, quisqualate, homocysteate, kainate. So you choose the right option, phencyclidine, quisqualate, homocystate and kainate? The right option for this question is phencyclidine. So this phencyclidine was firstly discovered as a, you can say, anesthetic around in 1965, and unfortunately it was found to be useful for inhibiting the activity of some excitatory amino acids like glutamate, and that's why it was preferred not too much because of its some narrow therapeutic index and toxic effect in the body, but its action was an inhibitory or antagonist over the excitatory amino acid. The next question is, phenytoin is effective for the treatment of all of following type of seizure except Zanella stonic-clonic, simple partial, complex partial, and absence seizure. You choose the right answer for this question. The right answer is absence seizure. So in case of absence seizure, the phenytoin is not preferred basically, or is a second line drug, because phenytoin itself propagate absence seizures in case of small children. So that's why this is the right answer for this question. The next question is, local anesthetic block nerve conduction by. The mechanisms are, options are, block all cationic channel in the neuron membrane, hyperpolarization of neuronal membrane, interfering with depolarization of neuronal membrane, and both B and C. You choose the right answer for the local anesthetic. The right answer is interfere with depolarization of the neuronal membrane. So basically you know that local anesthetic, they act on the sodium channel. And what is the mechanism of the local anesthetic? They prolong the time of opening of sodium channel. So by prolonging the time of opening of sodium channel, they interfere with the rate of depolarization. So this is the right answer for this question. The next question is, the antidepressant which selectively block 5-HT uptake is, options are desipramine, amoxicillin, fluoxetine, and dothipine. So you choose the right answer for this question. The right answer is desipramine. So this desipramine reduce the reuptake of 5-hydroxytryptamine as well as norepinephrine. So its action over 5-HT is 100 times more than as compared to the norepinephrine. So this is used as a antidepressant, desipramine, amipramine, and desipramine. The next trick is treatment for myocardial infarction to the Mohan. Mohan is a person you can remember. Mohan indicate, M indicate morphine, O indicate oxygen, H indicate heparin, A indicate aspirin, and N indicate nitrate. So you can remember on this name the new trick for the treatment of myocardial infarction, because you know that morphine is analgesic, oxygen is required due to oxygen demand, heparin is a anti-clotting, aspirin is a antiplatelet, and nitrate are the vasodilators. So this is the right option trick for the myocardial infarction. The next question is, all of the following substances are endogenous tropic hormone secreted by pituitary gland except, options are somatotropin, human chorionic gonadotropin, follicle stimulating hormone, and thyroid stimulating hormone. You choose the right answer for this. The right answer is human chorionic gonadotrophic hormone. Among these five is not secreted by the pituitary gland. So that means this HCG is secreted by the placental cells. So the cells which are present in the placenta, they produce HCG. So that's why it is not secreted by the pituitary gland. The next question is propyl thiouracil is useful in the treatment of, options are derangement toxicosis, hypothyroidism, hypoparathyroidism, and hyperthyroidism. You choose the right answer. Derangement toxicosis, hypothyroidism, hypoparathyroidism, and hyperthyroidism. The right answer is hyperthyroidism. You know that propyl thiouracil is used in case of thyrotoxicosis, Graves' disease, where the level of T3 is found to be high, and that is more affecting to male as compared to the females. So this is the right option. The next question is angiotensin 2 causes rise in blood pressure by direct vasoconstriction, release adrenaline from adrenal gland, increase central sympathetic tone, all of the above. You choose the right answer. The right answer is all of the above, because this angiotensin 2, which is formed by conversion of angiotensin 1 to 2 in the presence of angiotensin converting enzyme, and angiotensin 2 is having a T half of 3 seconds maximum. Within 2 to 3 seconds, it increase adrenaline release, sympathetic tone, cause vasoconstriction. All are the right answer for this question. The next question is gynecomastia can be treated with chlorpromazine, cimetidine, bromocriptine, and metoclopramide. You choose the right answer or comment in the box. The right answer is bromocriptine, because these other drugs cause gynecomastia, that is female like character in the male, and bromocriptine, which is a D2 antagonist, D2 agonist. So this bromocriptine, which is a dopamine D2 receptor agonist, reduce the prolactin secretion, and thereby reducing the prolactin by bromocriptine, it is useful for treatment of gynecomastia. Some other aromatase inhibitors are also used, which are a drug of choice for this. So instead, if there is a aromatase inhibitor, they are preferable more for this condition. The next question is the most prominent action of bromocriptine is dopamine D2, dopamine D2 antagonism, D1 antagonism, alpha adrenergic antagonism. You choose the right answer. The right answer is D2 agonism. So reduce prolactin and useful in gynecomastia. The next trick is, question is, patient taking chlorpropamide should avoid product containing acetaminophen, vitamin A, ethanol, and penicillin. You choose the right answer for this question. The right answer is ethanol, because you know whenever you take chlorpropamide with ethanol, the chances of the hypoglycemia are more. So, if the patient will take chlorpropamide along with ethanol, may suffer from hypoglycemia as a severe symptom. So, the next question is excessive use of tolbutamide will lead to diarrhea, prolonged hypoglycemia, tolerance to alcohol, acidosis. You choose the right answer. The right answer is prolonged hypoglycemia. So that's why the tolbutamide will be taken very carefully, because it immediately responsible for the hypoglycemia followed by seizures in the body. So that's why this is the right answer. The next question is glucagon release from pancreas is stimulated by, options are high blood glucose level, insulin, somatostatin, and adrenaline. So you choose the right answer. The right answer is adrenaline. So adrenaline by beta receptor. So basically role of beta 1 and beta 2 are there, and it has been found that more for beta 2 by the beta receptor activation, adrenaline is responsible for the glucagon release by the pancreas. So this is the right answer for this question. The next question is, low doses of heparin prolong. Options are bleeding time, activated partial thromboplastin time, prothrombin time, both B and C. You choose the right answer if you use a heparin for a long time. The right answer is partial thromboplastin time. So you know that partial thromboplastin time indicate the clotting time of blood. So that's why it is important that you should analyze the laboratory level of partial thromboplastin whenever a doctor want to go for administration of anticoagulants. So the last question of this series is, the following drug reduces the effect of oral anticoagulants. The options are broad spectrum antibiotic, cimetidine, aspirin, oral contraceptives. You choose the right answer for this. The right answer is oral contraceptive, because whenever any person will take oral contraceptive, they will reduce the formation and synthesis of the clotting factor. So that's why whenever you know that due to interference with the clotting factor, this oral anticoagulant time will also be affected. So this is the right answer. The last trick of this series is treatment for angina by SONA. So SONA indicate sorbitrate, O indicate oxygen or opium, N indicate nitrate, A indicate aspirin. You know that angina is a pain of chest. So in this case, either we immediately take glyceryl trinitrate under the tongue, GTN. Patients immediately can be transferred in unstable case to the hospital for oxygen, or if you have opium, aphene, then you can administer opium, and aspirin is a long-term therapy for angina, which is a antiplatelet drug. So hope this series was very useful for you all, and in the coming series we also discuss more basic concepts. So you should like, watch and subscribe SSB Pharma Learning channel. You all are welcome. Thank you very much.